Welcome back. This is the Whisky Couch in Pretoria, South Africa. My name is GUSTAV MULLER and this is Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 158. And it is the second last in this series that I'm doing on 14-year-old single malt whiskies. Today's bottling is a private bottling, a bottling for the private barrel company here in South Africa. It is a 14-year-old Bowmore single malt from the Bowmore Distillery. Bowmore Distillery, of course, situated on the famous peated whiskey heaven island called Islay, just off the southwest coast of Scotland. Scotland right here, the west coast here to the south, there we have the island of Islay with all the famous peated whiskey distilleries. That is where the Bowmore Distillery is situated. Founded in 1779, and it is owned by Morrison Bowmore, part of the Suntory group. So we've got a 14-year-old. It is a single cask, cask number 2155 and bottle number 239 of 600. Bottled at 46% ABV. So it is one of those interesting private bottlings, and even though one can't get these anymore, it's going to tell us something about what Bowmore can offer, and there are definitely some similar expressions from the Bowmore Distillery out there, and everything we learned today we can of course apply, especially the pairing that I'm going to do, the food pairing. So there we've got a beautiful photograph of the Bowmore Distillery and a bit of a close-up. That's the entrance from the town of Bowmore, from the street side, and that is from the ocean side. I can still remember when we visited. What a fantastic visit that we had there at the Bowmore Distillery. So I'm excited. Here we go. One of the fantastic Bowmore bottlings, and I'm just thinking of all the others. It's right there on my shelf, the 12-year-old, the 15-year-old, and then the other one, what is it? I think it's a small batch from Bowmore Distillery. But let's have a look at this 46% ABV private bottling. It is like a pale bright gold color. 46%, probably some legs that you can see there on the glass. And what do we have? That characteristic light peat smoke on the nose with the vanilla and the citrus from the oak wood. I think, even though I couldn't get the specific details, but I think there's a lot of ex-bourbon cask maturation involved here, and I can pick it up on the nose. The vanilla, the honey, the citrus, beautifully integrated with that Bowmore light peat smoke. And then a little bit of salty sea air on the nose as well, breathing through the oak casks while it sits there maturing right next to the ocean. Oh, this is just fantastic. The saltiness is there that I got on the nose. Beautifully translates to the palate. It's smooth, it's rich. The citrus is there, the honey is there, but now I'm getting some caramel. It's even though the vanilla has sort of developed into caramel, and I'm picking up a bit of apricot, and then right in the end there's a bit of bitter dark chocolate, and then a slightly dryish finish. Yeah, like a medium finish on this dram. The smokiness on the palate with that fruitiness and the vanilla and the honey. A few drops of water into this 46% ABV. And let's see what happens after the water. Bit of an effect, oily effect there if you add the water. Oh, wonderful. It's citrus blossoms that I'm getting on the nose. Earthy oak wood, honeyed vanilla. On the palate, there's a fruity vanilla flavor coming through, a salty chocolate, and just sort of a hint of licorice right at the end. This is a wonderful Bowmore expression. I think my summary would be fruity vanilla, salty chocolate, and a little bit of licorice. That'll be my summary. And it is one of those drams that just leaves you wanting for a bit more. It sold for around 600 Rand a couple of years ago. And if you want to pair this with a food snack, then of course you're going to try a food snack that will connect with the vanilla flavors, the fruity flavors, the honey flavors, that slightly saltiness, the richness. So you're looking for something that will connect with that. Of course, in this 14-year-old single malt series, I am doing bruschetta. So here is my bruschetta for today. And I have chosen tinned smoked oysters with a tiny bit of caviar on top, and I've drizzled it with lemon juice. So that'll connect with the citrus. The slightly saltiness will connect with the saltiness, the smokiness, and I've got a little bit of cream cheese right on the bruschetta just to make it a little bit creamy so that it is not too dry. So let me see if I can do this on camera. Here we go. Even the aromas just sort of connecting, waiting to meet on the palate. Oh my goodness me. Wow, this is, if ever I've given a 5 out of 5 for a pairing, then this will be it. I mean, this is just a match made in heaven. If ever you have a Bowmore whiskey that you're drinking at home and you've got some tinned smoked oysters and even a biscuit with a cream cheese, a drizzle of lemon juice, and if you have the caviar, the orange caviar to put on top, this is just a wonderful, absolutely fantastic snack. So thank you very much for joining me in this enjoyable adventure, and I will see you next time for the last in the series of 14-year-old single malts. Until then, sláinte.